We have here a Dictaphone model 4250. This was given to me by a good friend in the US, and he has one of these, and I don't remember if he said that his works, but this just came in the mail today and I am thrilled. I have nothing like this. Let me show you a comparison with some of the other devices. This is by far the smallest. I'll just slide this one out of the way and put these other devices up here. These are some of my tiniest tape recorders. You recognize this is a standard mini cassette, and this is the Norelco that uses a cassette that's a little larger than that was a non-standard, and then the Grundig de jour uses this non-standard. I think these are interchangeable here. They use a special drive, and this was pretty cool little tape recorder here. Got all of these running. This had some electronic issues, but it's playing now. Tried to record some music on it, and that didn't work out too great. Then there's the Norcom MI7. This is highly desirable tape recorder, and it also uses the Norelco tape deck, which is interchangeable. So you can see how big or how small the Norelco is. And that's the the micro tape recorders, or cassette tape recorders. But look at this. Look at how tiny this one is. And let's take this tape out and we'll compare the tape sizes. You're not going to believe this. Look at that. Little Pico cassette. Look at that. Tiny, tiny little tape that comes in the Dictaphone. I don't know what condition this is in, but this is a beautiful, look at the brushed stainless back plate. Missing a screw on that drive plate right there. And I can almost see, yeah, the drive belt. Let's see if I can pull that out. Well, it may just have popped off, but there it is. Let me zoom in. And you can see the belt right there. And so it's popped off. Not sure why, but we'll see if we can get it to fire up. Let's see there, but there's that one missing screw, and I might have a screw that'll fit that. They're tiny little screws, but we'll see what that takes. This has an LCD, which is very cool. Has memory functionality, built-in speaker and microphone, volume control, rewind and play. Hold it to rewind, push to play, fast forward. I think the Q button puts a tone on the tape. I don't remember. But this is made by Dictaphone. And it is a model 4250. And let's see if I can get that to there we go. And it says DC 2.8 volts. Now, so let's look at the let's look at the power. That case slides off. See how it's all brushed stainless? Isn't that beautiful? It's just stunning, the quality. And it takes N batteries, 1.4 volt N batteries. So we'll get a couple of N batteries for it, and we'll see if we can get it to play. But obviously that belt is dropped off, and so it won't do much without that belt. So let's see if I can find a couple of N batteries for this. and we'll test the functionality of the screen and everything, and then we'll go from there. Okay, well, we got a couple of end batteries here, so let's pop them in. Okay, we got a display. Play. Okay, the tape won't move because the belt is jumped off. So let's remove the tape and let's begin to explore how this little thing comes apart here. I wonder if that is a screw, missing a screw, maybe not. So there's a screw there. Tiny screws. Tiny. Drop that on the carpet, you'll never find it. Okay, that's a long screw. Two shorts and a long. Okay. Bushing right there for the volume. Okay, there's the drive belt that's off of the, see, we zoomed in here. Drive belt is off of the cap stand. Okay. Yeah, so it was off of that top belt there. And then there's a belt in here. Boy, compact and heavy. All right, we can pull I don't know, I guess we can try to pull these out. Pull this screw out and that screw out. Let's see what that does. Okay, that's a nice long screw. Another long screw, same length. Okay. I don't know if that's holding all of this in place. Yeah, that's what that's doing. That was holding this whole frame in place. So we probably have, okay. Here we go. There we go. All right, got touch buttons. There's all of the touch buttons. Probably didn't need to pull that off. And I don't know what this wire is. Oh, I see. Oh my, those were broken. Look at that. Those two wires are broken off of the microphone. Don't know where they attach. We'll leave those right there. Let's see if we can figure that out. Let's put this back together here. There we go. I'm going to push that white wire down in there, man. There we go. No idea where that goes. And that white wire probably goes right there. But I don't know. We'll have to look at the microscope and see where this one goes. Yeah, there's a little bit of a fragment of a wire on that connection right there. Well, at least we know the microphone. Well, you know what? It might connect here. Right there. Like that. We'll look at the microscope and see. We'll see. Got these real fragile ribbon cables. So probably didn't need to pull that off, but at least we know what to expect now. So let's see if pulling these 3 screws pulls that plate off. Okay, these are countersunk or flat heads as opposed to the round head screws. Let's make a note. Okay. off here. Okay, the dark one with the connector goes, oh yeah. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Set that there. It's got a magnet on it that pulses, probably. Yeah, you see the belt down in there. So there's a screw here and a screw here and a screw here. It probably holds that to that circuit board. This is all one frame though. Well, I'll pull these two screws off to pull that cover off. Short round head like the others. Short round head. And then there's all of this is together. All right, we'll just keep on going here. Black screw connected right here at the ribbon. Another black screw. The middle of the ribbon. Okay, same length. Oh, got one more black screw right here. Hopefully, and it's the same length. Okay, so now hopefully this all just kind of lifts off. There's another screw here, all part of this frame, this aluminum substrate. Easy does it. Okay, is that the same length? It is, same length. So 1, 2, 3, 4 black screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. All right, let's see if that lifts this frame loose. Yeah, maybe. Oh, wait, is that a screw? It is, but it's one backwards. Have to be careful. That's going, all right, that's just folded over. That's not going anywhere. But this bothers me right here, this circuit board. Yeah, there's something. I mean, there's one more screw right here, but let's see if that's the one that's holding us up. Okay, that's a flat. And it's a round head. Let's see, does that? No. No. All right, will this peel away and reveal a couple more screws? I see the tape. See that tape right there? See the tape? Let's do, well, I could use alcohol and just gently work that tape alcohol in there on that, and it would free up that and not damage this circuit. But this isn't going to take any abuse. These printed circuits are so fragile. And bending it back here to get out of the way, I'm not confident even that that's going to do the job. So, yeah. See, these printed circuits are just not going to take any abuse. There's a switch or something right here underneath that circuit board. Yeah, that circuit board is held in by these two solder connections here. Whatever this is, switch of some kind, probably micro switch. There's a motor right in here that drives all of these gears, to drives the cassette head and pinch roller up and down. So that's a little motor right there. All the gears associated with that. So I decided to go ahead and pull that ribbon circuit, the push button ribbon circuit off. I was using some alcohol and dissolving that double stick tape underneath the ribbon, and so just very slowly working some more alcohol in there to dissolve the tape glue, and then gently peeling the ribbon away from the case. Okay. I desoldered these two terminals, and I got that micro switch unhooked, and now it's opening up. There's a wire right there. It needs to be desoldered. That wire right there. Speaker is holding us up. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, this belt was off of its rocker, and it needs to be replaced. It's stretched, and here's the capstan, and this is the belt for the two spindles. And that switch popped out of that hole right there. There we go. That's the tape missing hole. I thought we were missing a screw in. And all it was a switch to tell it that the tape is in or out. And so that was broken. So we fixed that just now. Well, it wasn't broken, it was just popped out. Okay. Speaker still holding on down there. We go. Just trying to get that out of the way. There we go. Got these super fine wires here that we're messing with. Need to be careful with. There's that screw right there that was holding the lens in place. And in fact, the lens has alcohol in it. So let's take that screw out. And the lens, the LCD should just fall off. There we go. There we go. Now the LCD should come off. There we go. There we go. And those are the lands that it touches. So we'll get the lens dried out. There we go. That's the LCD right there. The lens is cloudy. There's a little bit of cloudiness in the lens there. I don't know what caused that, but maybe I can get that to buff out. Can't tell which side it's on. A little bit of a cloudiness in the lens, but we'll put that on there and just cover that up. Okay. All right. So in order to get these belts out of here, we're going to have to pull these screws out. We're going to have to pull these screws out. And the belts are stretched, and that's why they pop off. Actually, I wonder if I can get that belt through there. Let's see if we can. No, there's a pivot right there that's holding it up. And so we have 3 belts. One here, and these 2. So we'll take the capstan off first. So a little bit of glue on there. And that is a tension screw. Well, I thought I could turn that and not take that screw all the way out, but I may still be able to. There we go. That's what I was trying to do, is to be able to get that. Okay. And we lift the capstan out. Maybe. Is there a... Okay, it's just a... There's a bushing right there. Let's just see if that pops out. If it does, it'll lay right down on the table. Pull it all the way out. There's the capstan. Okay, and we got the capstan drive belt right there, and we've got the spindle belt right there. Okay, and now we'll take there we go. That one's not quite big enough. Let's get the smaller screwdriver. Okay, got the super tiny bit. I think I'm going to get a cloth. I usually do that for these super fine screws. I'm going to lay a cloth down so that we're not losing these screws. Okay, that popped. Something pulled it up. This tension, the spring or something popped up. So we're going to have to pay attention to that. I don't know what that was, that mechanism. But that whole thing popped up. Oh, that's a switch. Batteries. See if we can find these belts. They are pretty brittle. And let me zoom out here. And we'll look at these belts for a second. You can see they're pretty brittle. I mean, they're not brittle, but they're definitely not. They've gotten a little bit stiff. So that's what we'll do. We'll order the belts. And we'll go to part 2 of the video of reassembly with the new belts. Once again, this is the Vintage Tech working on a 1984 Dictaphone tape recorder. Dictaphone dictation device.